Welcome to Discover PNC's journey. Join us as we introduce the proud Hanenamo contestants of the 2025 Hiri Moale Festival, representing the spirit, grace, and inheritance of Motu Koita. Introducing the 2025 Hiri Moale, Tatana Hanenamo, Miss Louise Margaret Udia.
Hello, my name is Louisa Margaret Udia, 23 years old. I'm currently a third-year student at the Premier University of Papua New Guinea, pursuing a bachelor's degree in journalism and public relations. I am one of the contestants for this year's Hiri Moale Festival, representing my beautiful village, Tatana. I last completed my high school at Marinville Secondary School, Boma. Pushing me to move forward in this quest. From this journey, I hope to be equipped or develop skills in public speaking and confidence, and that is something that I still lack and hope to build up. So through this, I would like to help myself and also help my sisters who also lack in that area of being confident to bring our culture and tradition to the people. So in that way, we are all holding hands and showing to the world what our traditionals and customs mean to us. There are two things that I am bringing in which are different. Firstly, I am a student and I raised my hand up. It is a lot of responsibility that is now placed upon me to join this quest and also balance my studies as well. And I am the only student amongst my sisters who are contesting, and that is something that I myself sometimes I feel like it's too much. The pressure on me is like so much, but I keep on going with God's help and strength. I keep on going. The second thing that I am bringing, which is different, is that same inclusivity to involve people with special needs, have ASL interpreters, and all this to join us in the live stream when we're there to showcase to the people of our culture and our stories, so that they as well could know, wherever they're watching, they could also know about them, know the stories, and know that we are the walking picture book of our ancestors. So in that way, they will know that we are showing our tribal identities with the tattoos that we have. It's not just something of beauty or grace. It is also, for the future, they will know that this young girl was the picture book that we all read. So they will be also proud and be part of us as well. If I do win the crown, firstly, I would thank God for that. That is a lifetime, once in a lifetime opportunity given. And also, I would be very happy. My family, my clan, and all of us would also be happy that I brought the crown home. And that is something that every young Hanenamo looks forward to bringing to each of their villages. But at the end of the day, there's only one winner. But we are all winners in the eyes of our people as soon as we raise our hands to represent them. So that is something I'm proud of, that if I do win, I will bring awareness to the respective villages. Although some Hanenamos are not taking part in those villages, I will still reach out to their villages to know their stories, to learn about their people, their lifestyle, so that I can be part of them as well as an ambassador to show to the world that this is my people, these are our stories, and we are here to tell them to you all. And if I do not win the crown, that is still something that I will be still thankful for. My family will still be there with me to support me all the way. And my journey doesn't end there. I will still go out to preserve, promote my culture to my people, take part in traditional sing-sings or any gathering, or uphold any value that is given to me by my elders here in the village. And that is something that I will also go back and encourage the young girls to take part in this quest, to know that, as I mentioned, at the end of the day, we are all winners. And regardless of whoever takes the crown, that is something to be proud of, be happy that you were there to take part. And only one person can be the winner. We will all stand beside our sister, whoever wins, and support her in her journey as well.
Dina namuna bese bana varavara lala dagu soge la tamagula na miri. I am 23 years old. I am a mixed parentage of Central and Gulf, Central specifically from Costa Rica. I recently completed my 3 years of studies at Sacred Heart Teachers College and graduated last year with a diploma in primary teaching. It is an honor to represent my village, Costa Rica, as the Costa Rica Hanenamo for this year's Hiri Moale Festival. I was inspired by my big sister who contested in 2019 as one of the contestants, and from her experience she told me that as a teacher to be, speaking from experience is more better than just seeing the actual thing. In terms of preparing for this quest, I prepared my traditional attires, for example, the grass skirt and headdress with the armband from I've been collecting them from my families, and I've told not to go to certain places, for example, collecting firewood, and not to eat certain foods like protein. And also my families have talked to me about the history of the voyage. In this Hiri Moale Festival, I would expect it to be a recreation of the historic voyages, possibly including the traditional lagatoi sailing, celebrations upon the arrival at a trade destination, and feasting, dancing and performances showcasing the pride and resilience of Motu Koita people. As a young woman representing my family, my clan and my culture at this Hiri Moale Festival, I take the responsibility seriously and focus on strengthening and preserving our cultural heritage in a meaningful way. One way I would do to strengthen and preserve my culture or our culture is to engage youths in hands-on cultural learning. For example, we learn how to make potteries, build and sail canoes, or we can ask our elders to teach us traditional navigations. If I win this Hiri Moale Festival, it would be an honor to me, my family, my clan, and my people. And also it would be an inspiration to the younger generation. And it's also a source of success and pride. If I am not successful, I would also take away valuable lessons and experiences I have learned during the festival. And as a teacher to be, it would be a good experience for me to share to my future students. Expect to learn the skills and challenges of traditional navigation, significance of Hiri trade in Motu and history and identity, and also the values of courage and cooperation required in the journey as well. Win or lose, but as a Motu Koita Buen, it is an honor to showcase my identity, where I am from, and preserve my culture for the next generation, because as a teacher to be, what I want to gain is to deepen my knowledge on traditional learning, so that through my experience I can teach them to my students.
Felicia Nancy Steven, 2025 Hanenamo, representing Hanua Bada. Felicia proudly represents Hanua Bada with elegance and inheritance in every steps.
Hello, my name is Felicia Nancy Steven and I am 24 years old. I have recently completed my 4-year studies at the University of Technology, Leh, Motu Province. I undertook a 4-year degree program, Bachelor in Property Studies. I come from a mixed heritage from both Hanua Bada and Barani, proudly belonging to both tribes, Motu and Koita. A lot of things inspired me to be a part of this quest. But first and foremost, I am the eldest of my family of 5. And as the eldest daughter in a family that holds tradition and culture close to our hearts, I feel a very deep sense of responsibility to honor our values while pursuing my own dreams. And being the eldest comes with challenges, but it fuels my drive to set an example for my younger siblings and for the younger generation that are looking up to people like me, to set an example. I want to show them that we don't have to choose between representing our culture and choosing our dreams. Both can coexist beautifully. Preparing for this quest, it's not an easy task. There are things that I'm supposed to do, things I'm not supposed to do. I keep to myself and to my family. I don't go out there, I don't socialize, because I have to keep this very sacred. It takes a lot of courage and strength to stand up and represent myself, my family, my community, or my tribe as a whole. I carry that weight, and I understand that once I put my hand up, everybody's gonna look up to me. They're gonna tell me that you got this, we believe in you. But it's a very challenging task to do. I have to pray before reading through my notes. I have to meditate upon what I read. And my aunt here, she knows a lot about our tradition. I run to her, I ask her, what do I do with this? What do I do with that? Or some other things that are very sacred in our tradition and our custom. I run to her and I ask her, how do I do this? and to prepare myself for this quest, I'm not supposed to eat any other meal but the meal that is over the fire. Yes, because back in the days they didn't have chicken like quick kai. Yeah, they just get fish from the sea, protein from the bush. They put it over the fire. That's their protein. It can last for a week or two. It doesn't go bad. What is there? What my auntie did? That's a clear picture of what our ancestors did. What they did to survive back in those days. There are a lot of things that I hope to gain from this experience, but the most important thing that I would like to gain from this experience is to broaden my knowledge and my culture, because it defines who I am, and I don't ever want to lose art. I don't ever want to forget my roots, because no matter where I go, I'm a Motu Koita born. The way I carry myself, the traditional attires and the tattoos that will be adorned on my skin out there, they will represent my people. I didn't know my, I was the 6th generation of a Dorita and of a Lagatoi until I sat down with my grandmother and my dad. We had a very full-on conversation about it, and that's where I knew. The thing that I would want to do so that the younger generations after me, they would take pride in their tradition and their culture, is probably to write a book about it. I don't know how to say this, but it's embarrassing for someone else to write a story about us. I would stand up and write a story about myself. Yes. So I'd write a book, probably write a book for the kids, start with the kids, because or do videos, because this generation, they know a lot about smartphones. You give a toddler a phone, they just type on YouTube whatever they want to watch. We just show them that our videos are out there. And honestly, you guys are doing a really great job. Our culture is dying out, and putting all this information on the social media platforms, it helps our younger generation to it's just a click away. Just type Hiri Moale Festival and all that, and all the videos show. And that's where we all learn. Okay, the first side of the question, if I were to win, I would say that it would mean the world to me, but I would rather say that I would make my ancestors proud. Yeah, because of this is a quote that one of the church members shared a few weeks ago during a Sunday service. He said that one generation planted a tree, and the next 3 generations are enjoying the shade. My ancestors planted that tree of Hiri trade, and I am enjoying it. So if I were to win, I would make my ancestors proud. Though they're not around, but I know that they will be proud, because I carried myself out there spiritually, mentally, physically. Yep. And I know that if I win or lose, my parents, my family will be proud. Yeah, because at the beginning, like I said, my family is one that holds and values our tradition and our culture to their hearts.